And
Yeah.
woo, 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 woo. Welcome back to another episode of Convos with Your Mom's Favorites with host Mo and Greg. I am Mo.
I am Greg.
And we are back. We are back. Did you miss us? Because we missed you.
Yeah.
We missed you. How are you?
We know you missed us.
Yeah, we know. It's fine.
It's okay.
It's okay to admit,
That's all right.
that you missed us. There was a void.
Yes, in your life.
There was a void. Actually, there was a void. I got a phone call and I was like, bro, what are you guys waiting on?
Really?
So,
Really?
yeah.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. So
See, people are watching.
people are waiting. So
People are watching and waiting.
we are back.
Yeah.
We are back. How are you, Uncle Jay?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
I am doing great.
Yeah, man.
Great. I'm very excited. As you can see, for those who are listening, this is why you should watch us on YouTube. We have upgraded. And we have, just changed things up a bit.
Jazzed it up for you.
Yeah, jazz it up just to make things look just a little bit better. And we are going to continue to grow and get better and upgrade as we see the need. But we are back to talk about things and stuff and stuff and things.
And things and stuff.
And things and stuff.
That's what
and I
we
want to
do.
start with, honestly, the most important news of the day. Because as of this morning, I watched the trailer about a good 5-6 times already. And I've already started looking on Twitter at the breakdowns of what we are seeing. And what. So let's just get right into it. The Deadpool and Wolverine trailer has dropped.
Yep.
And let me tell you, the moment tickets go on sale, tickets will be purchased.
Yes.
Tickets will be purchased.
Yeah.
I'm probably do what I did when, I don't remember what that was, where I just bought the ticket for you and then just texted you and said, hey, do you want to buy the ticket?
Yep.
And then I already had the ticket when I told you about it.
Gotcha.
So I'll probably just, buy the same thing. Just buy the ticket.
Just let me know.
Yeah, I'll probably just buy the ticket and then we'll just go about it that way. But I am excited.
Very.
I'm excited. One, because Deadpool is a franchise I love.
Yes.
And Wolverine is back.
Yes.
Wolverine is back. Something I honestly thought would never happen.
No, because he said he was done.
He said he was done. When we got Logan, he was like, that was it. That was it. And honestly, Logan was a great send-off to the character.
And I guess it goes back to say never.
Yes, never say never, because you never know.
You never know.
Anything is possible.
You get a good script, you get a good story, and again, a story that's going to make sense, and then figure out how, again, especially since the big thing now is how are they going to shift all of this over into the MCU. So again, it may be the story. They haven't really said a lot about what the story is about, but I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that it is going to be beneficial in shifting.
Yes,
in shifting over to the MCU.
It is rumored to do a couple of things. Because one, I did hear that Deadpool has been hired by the TVA.
Okay. Oh man. Oh wow. Okay.
To go on the mission. So that is one thing that I've heard. And in watching the trailer, you see clips because Eliath from Loki is in it.
Oh, okay.
And that's where people go once they get pruned. That's who you get sent to deal with. He is in the trailer.
Okay.
Fans have pointed that out. And I'm just, again, grateful for all of the people who have taken stills and have actually broken this thing down second by second, piece by piece. So we can just talk about it.
Okay.
We can just talk about it. But yes, it is also rumored that this is one way that they are bringing the X-Men into the MCU.
Yes.
Because it is rumored that, as we know, Hugh Jackman is back as Wolverine. It is rumored that Halle Berry is reprising her role as Storm. It's rumored that Patrick Stewart is reprising his role as Professor X. It's rumored that Ian McKellen is back as Magneto.
Oh man.
From the video, we see Lady Deathstrike from
Is
X2.
that who that is?
Yes.
Okay. I was like, I kept looking. I kept saying, because it was moving kind of quick.
Yeah.
And I kept saying, that looks like Lady Deathstrike.
Yes. That's Lady Deathstrike.
Gotcha.
Toad is also seen
Okay.
in one of the clips. So this is how we are bridging the MCU, how the X-Men is making their triumphant return to the MCU, back into the fold, which is honestly something that the MCU has been lacking this entire time.
Yes.
But, company rights and things like that. Yeah. Marvel didn't have the rights to X-Men, which is something that is still mind-blowing to me. Because it's a Marvel product.
Exactly.
So how exactly did you lose the rights?
How did you drop the ball? How did they drop the ball on that?
Yeah.
And I guess the same thing because Sony also had the right to
Sony has the rights to Spider-Man.
Still,
they're working in collaboration
with Marvel.
But the rights still belong to Sony.
They're not stupid.
Yeah, come on.
They're like, this is our.
It's that bread, especially with all of the Spider-Mans currently being released in theaters.
Yeah, again, like, moneymaker.
Yeah, like Spider-Man 2 came out today, and you can now watch Spider-Man 2 in theaters again.
Really?
Yeah, Spider-Man 1 was last week. With Tobey Maguire.
Yes, the Tobey Maguire.
Spider-Man 2.
But they're going to release all of them in the theaters.
Yes,
over
the next next following weeks.
Okay.
So right now Spider-Man 2 is out. But yeah, they didn't have the rights. So now that they have reacquired the rights to the X-Men, it's time to bring them back into the fold and just,
come home.
Come home. It's time to come home.
Time to come home.
Welcome back.
Yes.
Welcome back.
The MCU was lacking without you.
Yes.
And again, here's the thing: they need something to jazz the MCU up again, because it was kind of like it was kind of like falling by the wayside.
It was falling by the wayside. And I know you said you didn't really care for it, but if X-Men 97 is any indication, it's that Marvel needs the X-Men.
Yeah, and you know what? What episode are we up to on?
7 comes out this week, I believe.
6. All right, after 6. They're getting me now. The first 5 episodes I was not crazy about. 6 was kind of like a game changer for me.
You weren't crazy about 5?
No, 5 was not.
5 wrecked me.
Yeah, I know you. I was like,
5 had me in shambles.
I had to go back and watch it again. I was like, well, dang, did I miss something? But it was. I looked at it again and I was like, okay, 6 had me. And maybe because 6 was more about, if I remember correctly.
Oh, yeah, 6 is when Storm got her powers back. Spoiler alert, if you have not seen that, then what are you really doing with your life?
What are you watching?
If you are not watching X-Men 97.
What are you watching? Yeah,
what exactly are you watching? But we can get back to that. But we are kind of getting off topic.
Yeah.
The Marvel needed
the X-Men.
X-Men. So now that it's rumored that they'll be making their triumphant return to the MCU in Deadpool and Wolverine, I am excited to see it. I was already excited to see it because Hugh Jackman is back as Wolverine.
Yes.
And if we're being honest about it, I just posted about it on the Pod Story page, that there have been multiple Batmen.
Yes.
5.5.
Yes. Who's the half? Wait a minute.
You know who the half is. You know who the half is.
Clooney?
No.
Oh.
Pattinson.
Wait a minute.
It's a hill I will die on.
Wait. Never mind. No, we'll get to that.
We'll get to that. We can get back to that.
We'll circle back to that.
It's 5.5 Batman, right? There have been 3 Spider-Men.
Yeah.
But Hugh Jackman has been Wolverine every single time we have seen him on the big screen.
Every time. And if Wolverine, if they mention Wolverine, it's Jackman.
It's Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, Jackman. It's
every single time you've seen him.
You might wonder who else is playing who. But you always
you never guessed.
You never guessed who was playing Wolverine.
Who was playing Wolverine?
No.
You never had to, because it was always Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
Like, that role fit him just like Tony Stark is Robert Downey Jr. Like, it's the same concept. I can't see anyone else
playing
that role.
Nobody. even though they keep hinting at
Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah.
I don't even want to get back to that.
Okay,
but Hugh Jackman is reprising his role as the titular character of Wolverine, and I cannot be more excited. They also have him in a comic book accurate costume.
Yes.
And he just looks incredible, even in that. I'm like, bro, you took that a already cool costume and elevated it to another level.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, bro, I am just in awe and super excited. I haven't been this excited for a Marvel film in a long time.
In a long time. Yeah.
In a long time.
It's been a minute. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a minute.
So I'm excited to see what the actual purpose is. I'm excited to see more of what like the storyline is. I'm excited to see who's cameoing.
Yeah.
Because
we got all the rumors.
It's a whole bunch of rumors. I'm excited to see which ones are true and which ones are actually rumors. I'm just excited to see what else, how more outlandish Deadpool can get.
Yeah.
Is one thing I'm excited. How crazier are you going to take this? Where are we going next?
Exactly.
And we get a glimpse of that because that conversation with him and what's the black lady's name? When they're talking about all the different ways of cocaine.
Blind Al?
Yes. Yes. That whole moment where they're just Kevin Feige's like, we can't talk about cocaine to do cocaine. That was just great.
Oh, goodness.
It's greatness.
Oh man, yeah, because they had they threw some in there that I had never heard before, and I was cracking up.
I was hysterical. And the great part is, most movies, right? You get moments like that, and you find out that is all that is funny. Mm-hmm. You find out that they put all of their best and funniest moments in the trailer.
In the trailer, yeah.
I know for a fact that is not true with this film.
Not even close.
Like I'd be willing to put money on it.
Not even close.
That is not the case.
Nah.
With this one. That all of the there will be a bountiful harvest.
Yes.
Of comedy and comedic moments in this film, and I'm ready to see it. You see the sling ring portals. They jump through one of those.
Yes.
So I'm like, okay.
I was like, who's doing that?
Who's doing that? Are we getting another strange moment? Is BD Wong coming back? Not BD Wong. Is Wong
making an appearance?
An appearance again?
Or even better still. I don't know. This is a stretch. What's his name from
Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
Yes. That would be fantastic because Ned.
Yeah.
Because man, him doing that in that film was great. It was awesome.
That was good.
So to find out that he's gone to and started his magical journey, man,
that would be cool. That would be real cool.
That would be cool, and that would be great because from what I was reading, that he is a villain in one of the comic series for Spider-Man.
Really?
Yeah.
Ned.
Because of this magical attachment he had, he just
flips.
Takes walks on the dark side, and him and Spider-Man go at it. Also, great plot for Spider-Man 4.
Yeah.
If we're talking about it.
Yeah.
They could see this is intricate world building.
Yes.
That made the first set of Avengers movies so great.
So great. Yep. That kind of stuff.
That kind of stuff right there.
Yeah.
Man, oh man. And if we are correct, mark it. Monday, April 22nd at 11:46 a.m. We called it.
We called it. You heard it here first.
So, but yeah, I'm excited to see what that whole thing is about.
Yeah.
The fact they use Ant-Man's head as a base. Ant-Man's head is the entrance to a base.
Oh, you know what? Like I said, stuff was happening so quick.
Yeah,
and I kept being drawn to that, but I kept trying to say, "What is that? What is that?" That's okay.
It's Ant-Man's head.
You could only see stuff like that in a Deadpool movie.
Only in a Deadpool movie.
Only in a Deadpool, that they would just take other stuff, iconic stuff, and just wreck it.
Yes.
And just absolutely, positively wreck it.
Yeah, like I'm excited to see when Deadpool and Wolverine fight because again, he can heal.
Oh, that's right.
He can heal.
Yes.
So things won't hurt him.
Yeah.
Deadpool can heal.
Yes.
So things won't hurt him.
So it's like they'll just be like
they're pretty much like it's pretty much an even fight.
Yeah, and they're just gonna pretty much just gonna be butchering each other up.
That's all that's gonna be. And because it's an already Deadpool movie, it is going to be a bloody mess of a fight.
Oh man, it is.
If they do it right, it will be a bloody massacre mess of a fight.
It is not going to be a kid-friendly movie.
None of these have been kid-friendly movies, if you're being honest about it. Yet people still take their kids to go see it.
I don't understand why, but again, it's up to you parents.
Yeah, parents how you parent.
Parent how you do it.
Parent how you parent.
But again, it's like, this is not going to be a kid-friendly movie, and it's like because I think this has been the most I've heard. No. I take that back because I had to correct myself because the first two Deadpools were pretty graphic and they were pretty loose with the language.
Yes.
Yeah. So it was like they were dropping F-bombs like it was like
like it was nothing.
Like it was nothing. It's like after a while you just didn't even hear it anymore. It's like, okay. Well. Yeah,
it just became part of the everyday language. Yeah. And from what I've seen in the trailer, it's just going to be more of that.
Yes. Yeah. So again, it's going to be a ride.
Yes. And Ryan Reynolds. No, excuse me. I have to correct that. Deadpool has created the popcorn bucket for this movie.
Oh, wait! Oh, my. Have they released?
They haven't released it yet. There has been speculation as to what the popcorn bucket will look like, but they haven't officially released the Deadpool popcorn bucket.
Oh man!
But I need that bucket.
That is going to probably be the biggest selling popcorn bucket.
Like, I might get tickets. One, I have a favorite movie theater.
Yeah.
It's the one in Secaucus. We may not go see that movie there because they failed me with Dune.
They didn't have the bucket?
And it wasn't even like they sold out. I was told because I still have yet to see Dune because when I bought the tickets for Dune, I got sick, real sick.
That's right.
So
we were both sick around that time.
So I couldn't go see it. Yeah. But my parents went to see it, so I sent them and I said, "Hey, listen, you're going to see this movie. I need you to bring me home that bucket. Just tell me how much it costs. I will send you the money for it. I need that bucket." The movie theaters in Secaucus never got the Dune 2 buckets.
Oh, they didn't get them at all.
They didn't get them at all.
Okay, gotcha.
So it's not even like they got them and they sold out. They never got them at all. Gotcha. I cannot take that risk.
Yeah, for this
film.
No. Yeah.
Now you might be wondering, you see it up there. I just know people who know people who know people. So I was still able to secure
a bucket,
my Dune 2 popcorn bucket, because I know people. And the person who did it is a fan of the show. So I'm grateful for my popcorn bucket. I'm upset that I missed the Ghostbusters. I got this Ghostbusters popcorn bucket. There was another one that I missed.
Really?
Yes.
What was the other one?
It was just a plain bucket with the Ecto-1 on the side of it.
Really?
Yeah, but I still bought that too.
Yeah.
You know?
I didn't see that one.
But I am looking forward to
to see
what
the twisted mind of Dead. And you know what? With all the hype and all the craziness around the Dune, the Dune 2 bucket, I can guarantee you his goal will be to outdo that.
Yes. It is definitely going. He is definitely, that is the goal, to outdo the Dune 2 popcorn bucket.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because that was an accident. Like, that was an accident.
Yeah.
The press behind that.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
It was accidental.
Yeah.
This one is going to be on purpose.
Oh, no, this is going to be definitely on purpose. Yeah, because he's going to go out of his way to outshine that. And it's going to be on purpose.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. I cannot wait for this film. Again, once the tickets are released, I will purchase them.
Mm-hmm. I'm there.
And
I don't care what day it's on, I'm there. Somebody else say, well, what are you doing tomorrow night? Well, that night,
I'm going to see Deadpool.
I'm going to see Deadpool
and Wolverine. I'm going to see Deadpool and Wolverine.
That's where I'll be.
And I may or may not have already bought a Deadpool t-shirt to go see the movie with.
Oh, that's right. I mean, I'll have to get me one.
I may or may not. JCPenney.
Yeah.
Just letting you know. That's where I got mine from. They just released new ones.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm there. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But if you want to go back to it.
Yeah.
5.5 Batman.
Yeah, I was going to say I hadn't forgotten. I was like, we gotta circle back because I gotta hear this one.
Again, I've never fallen asleep on a Batman movie, with the exception of The Batman.
Yeah,
I fell asleep twice.
Yeah, you said that. You told me
in that film.
I remember you saying that.
So, with that being said, because I fell asleep twice, he's considered half a Batman. Because he played Batman, right?
Yeah.
I can't take that away from him.
No, he played the role, and he's playing the role in the new one.
In the new one, yes, in the Batman 2.
Yeah.
I can't take that away from him. But I don't have to fully count him as a Batman. It's like what they did to Anakin Skywalker when they put him on the Jedi Council.
Yeah.
Listen, bro, we grant you the rank of master, but you're not one of us.
So we're granting you the rank of Batman, but you're not one of us.
You're not, to me, you're not Batman.
I'm like, wow, dang, that's Clooney was a better Batman than
Yes. Yes.
And I hated Clooney. But he was a better Batman.
I will take Clooney any day of the week.
Oh my god.
There was a reason his cameo in The Flash meant a great deal.
Really?
Yes. Because he was Batman.
Better. Yeah.
He was better.
Batman.
They didn't call They didn't call Pattinson to do it.
No.
They didn't call Pattinson to do it.
Oh no. That wouldn't have been good.
Just saying.
I had a hard enough time dealing with Clooney because I'm thinking like, out of all the Batmans you called, that's the one you called? I would have preferred you dig up Adam West and prop him up in a Batman suit than to have Clooney pull up. I was like, oh.
Well, from what I heard about that, they called Bale, but he said no.
Yeah,
they called Christian Bale and he said no.
Bale, I would have accepted.
I would have preferred that.
I would have preferred Bale. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
He is. I think he's sick right now, but they could have called Kilmer too.
Yeah.
I'd have even dealt with
I could have even dealt with Kilmer.
I'd have dealt with Kilmer.
Yeah. Than Clooney, but
I wasn't mad at George Clooney.
No, it was. I wasn't mad at him, but
and
it was just
It's not so much right, Clooney, as it is everyone else in that film. Because if we're being honest about it, right, with the exception of Michael Keaton, who is Batman, and we've already said this in the very last pod, he is Batman. But Batman as a character, right, and Will, please do not take offense to what I'm about to say. I have no beef with Batman. None whatsoever. Batman the character.
Yeah.
But in my personal opinion, Batman has only been good because his villains are better.
Oh, definitely, man. Well, we said that before because of the villains.
Batman is only good because his villains so much better.
I told that, and I said it before. I said I have a whole Pinterest page dedicated not so much to not to Batman, but to the villains, and I have it's entitled Bat Villains.
Right.
And then they give you the option to write like a caption underneath it, and that's so my page is called Bat Villains because the Knight KNIGHT exists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so,
Yeah.
And again, even in that film, right? The half film that I fell asleep on twice. The Batman, right?
Yeah.
Falcone.
Yes.
And the Penguin.
Yes.
Made that movie for me.
Yeah. They were
the most interesting parts of that film.
Like I said, the Bat villains are always more interesting.
Case in point, I am excited when the Penguin comes out on Max.
I'm waiting to hear. I'm waiting to see what they do with that.
Because Colin Farrell as the Penguin,
he was good.
Fantastic. I have no notes. No notes.
Nah,
not a single one.
Nah, he was
great.
He did that, and I am not a Colin Farrell fan.
Really?
Not.
How dare you?
Not the only thing.
Dare you?
He played the only thing I think I've ever. No, I don't think I've liked him in anything.
How dare you?
I am not.
You've got The Gentleman.
Nah.
He was great in that film. In Bruges, he was great in that film. What's the one that was just nominated for an Oscar? Last year's Oscar.
The Irish movie.
Yes, The Banshees of Inisherin.
Yeah.
That film he was great in that film because my heart just broke for him in that
really?
movie. Yes,
I am not. There's just something about him.
And if we're being honest, he wasn't even all that bad at Bullseye.
You know what? Every time I see him,
right,
it gives me the flashback to him playing Bullseye. Yeah. I hated him as Bullseye.
Really?
I didn't like him.
You wanna know what's crazy? My only problem with that film, looking back, was what's the name as Elektra, Jennifer Garner as Elektra.
Really?
Yeah. I wasn't mad at Ben Affleck as Deadpool.
I wasn't. Daredevil.
Yeah, I wasn't mad at Ben Affleck as Daredevil.
No.
I wasn't mad at Michael Clark Duncan as the Kingpin.
I was, but go ahead.
I thought that was kind of cool. Like, I thought he had, I understood what they were going for.
I understand exactly. I understood because I'm a fan of Daredevil and the comic book. So I understood what they were going for.
Yes,
and he represented that.
Yes,
but no.
All right, I'm just
Yeah.
Enjoy them. I might even go watch it later today.
No. Again, here's the thing, and the Daredevil, if it's on, and I'm home and I'm not doing anything, I'm watching it. I'm one of the. Again, a lot of people did not like that movie. I'm one of the few. I did like the movie. I just didn't like everybody in the movie.
Okay.
Yeah, but I thought the movie was great.
The movie was good. Good, and I enjoyed. But back to Batman.
Yes.
I didn't like it.
Oh no, I didn't.
The film.
No.
I didn't like the film.
No. I was against the whole.
I fell asleep twice.
Yeah, I was against the whole Robert Pattinson thing.
Yeah,
from day one.
Like it was crazy, right? Again, when it was first announced that he was playing the Batman, I was like, ew.
Yeah, I was
ew.
Yeah.
I wasn't here for it. I didn't like it. I did not care. I was like, this is a poor decision in my personal opinion.
Yes.
I voiced this opinion.
Yes.
And a friend of mine was like, but he was in Remember Me. I said, that movie proves my point as to why he shouldn't be the Batman.
Yes.
Because have you seen Remember Me?
No.
Remember Me is about this young man. He's a brooding young man who meets this woman and he falls in love with her. He's got a whole lot of issues with his father. And on the day he decides to go make issues right with his father, he walks in the building that his father was in, only to find out that the building that his father works in was the Twin Towers, and the day he walked into the building was 9/11.
Ooh. Okay.
So I thought that was just the wildest twist in any movie ever. I said, bro, that's bold.
That was
bold. Like, he walked in, he's standing in his father's office waiting for his father to walk in, and then they zoom out of the building, and it's like, it's the Twin Towers. And then at the bottom, they put the date, and it was like September 11th, 2001. And I was like, that is a decision you made? And everyone went, yes, agree completely with this decision.
No,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's some M. Night Shyamalanian crap.
Yeah. Very much so. Very much so. But yeah, I don't think he counts as a whole Batman.
No, okay.
And that is why I don't think he counts as a whole Batman.
I'll grant you that.
It's a hill I'm willing to die on.
Got you. I got you. I was just interested as to why he got a half of Batman and Clooney got a whole. But when you say it in that light,
yes.
I got you.
Yes.
Got you. Yes. I totally agree with you.
And speaking of M. Night, he also has a movie coming out.
Yeah, I know. I was getting ready to bring that up too.
It's called Trap.
Yeah.
It looks intriguing.
It looks interesting.
And many of us have speculated already what the twist is.
Oh, what's the twist?
His daughter's the killer, and the dad has just been covering up for his daughter.
Wow. Okay, document that now. Because that is
his daughter's the killer.
That would be crazy.
Yeah.
That would be crazy.
His daughter's the killer the entire time.
That would be,
and that's the twist.
That would be crazy. Now, they did that as a twist. Well, now that it's in my head. But but if they had done that, I would have jumped up in the theater and been like, "What? Oh, man!" I would have been yelling. I was like, "Wow!" Because there's no way I would have expected that. Wow.
Yeah. Call it in now. That's the twist.
So if you're listening.
Again,
if you're listening, M. Night, and you may have been toying around with that, go with that idea. I guarantee you.
Well, I think it's too late.
It's too late because now everybody knows
the trailer's out. Yeah. It's coming out.
Yeah,
it's too late. So if that's not it.
But that would have been a good twist,
right?
If it's not it.
If it's not it, that would have been a good twist too.
That would have been a good twist.
That was his daughter. But yeah, hopefully he goes back to the M. Night that we've all
that we loved in the beginning.
Yeah,
that the M. Night that opened the doors for all the other for just for him in general and all the stuff he did. He's been able to do because they just gave him free reign.
Movies weren't doing that at the time. No. Like finding out that Bruce Willis was the ghost.
Yeah. That was
what?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
That was what?
That was just the most mind blowing thing I've ever seen.
I was in the theater, and when they did that, and I was one of those people who kind of like. You get the whole theater, you just gasp because everybody's like, "Oh snap!" And I said "snap," but that's not what they said,
right?
Because nobody expected that.
But yeah, it opened the door for him to just do whatever, and everyone has been expecting
something like that.
Like if M. Night Shyamalan is anywhere in this movie, expect a twist somewhere.
Yes.
Like expect a big twist at the end.
Yeah.
So it's like you've come to know and expect it, but they just haven't been as good.
Nah, haven't been hitting.
They haven't really been hitting since that one.
Nah, that was yeah. You went there. You went to the movies expecting something really, really big to happen, and it was more like,
right. You're just like, oh, that's it.
That's it.
I was expecting something amazing.
Yeah, exactly. And so no, there have been no more. There have not been any big amazing moments. There have been some good ones, but nothing amazing.
Yeah, nothing amazing. Nothing to write home about. Nothing to be like, bro.
There be again, we talk about M. Night. I have movies that he's done that I've really enjoyed, and I will watch them. I don't really understand, but I'll watch them because they were just so well made, and the actors, like one is the oh goodness, the lady in the lake. No, the
Lady in the Water.
The Lady in the Water.
Yes,
that's one of my favorites.
You know, I've never seen that film.
Oh my gosh, it is such a interesting movie. It is I won't say it's a great movie. It is an interesting, and when I say interesting, I'm talking and performance driven, and it's very performance driven.
Okay,
because the actors, they pulled that movie. They did that, and they were, all the actors shined. It was like no particular, and that was one of the movies that made me fall in love with Paul Giamatti.
Okay,
he was. That was one of my, it was so character driven and actor driven. That made that one of the most enjoyable movies. But then on the flip side, then there was a movie that Will Smith and Jaden did.
Afterlife, After Birth.
That
movie was trash.
It was trash.
What I did enjoy, of his, was the Unbreakable series.
Yes, and those three movies,
trilogy. Unbreakable, Split, and Glass. Man, fantastic films, all three.
That was a great, and I keep saying that one day I'm just gonna sit and watch the three of them.
Yeah,
because
I was like, bro, when I went and saw Split, I was very happy that I had already seen Unbreakable.
Yeah.
Because when I went and saw Split, I was just like, I had big twist. You have no idea what's coming.
No.
So I'm sitting there and I'm watching this movie and I'm like, okay, cool, watching Split. And then after the end of it, I was like, great, that's cool. That's great. And then when the news reporter is telling the story and then it pans to Bruce Willis sitting, I said, holy crap.
Yeah.
Only I honestly didn't say crap. Right. And so I'm sitting, I was on a date. The girl I was sitting there with, she was like, what happened? I was like, bro, I'll explain it to you afterwards. After the credits roll, I'll explain to you why this movie has just skyrocketed as an even greater film for me.
I had, like I said, same thing. I loved Split. I was sitting there watching, but then when they did that, it just took it to a whole nother level.
I'm like, bro, so now they're in the same universe?
Yeah.
Holy crap. And I was like, that's a fight right there.
Yeah, that's
a fight. And as Glass showed, that was really a fight.
That was a fight. And
I was like, man, what a film.
Yeah.
And even Glass was just, it was incredible. I mean, Sam Jackson shined.
Oh my gosh.
He shined in Unbreakable.
Yeah.
But he took what he did in Unbreakable to a completely different universe.
Yeah, he was the man. He was definitely the man. Him and my girl, I love her dearly, Sarah Paulson.
They can do no wrong.
Yeah, she was.
I mean, that's not true.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Would you see her and then she bombed?
No, not her.
Oh, yeah.
And let me get this. Let me phrase that correctly, right? He didn't do wrong.
Yes.
But I just wish I hadn't watched the movie.
Which movie?
Because yesterday my parents and I watched The Kill Room. With Sam Jackson, Uma Thurman, and Joe Manganiello.
Okay.
That's the movie that they filmed at the Neptune Bakery.
Oh, okay.
That's the movie that they were filming over there. So I was like, I think this is that. When I saw it, I was like, oh, I think this is that movie. We should watch it. I was sitting there watching that movie, and I was like, it's gonna get good. It's gonna get good. It's gonna get good. And then the twist happened, and I was like, oh, we're getting there. It's about to get good. And then the next thing you knew, the movie was over, and I was like, what happened?
Roll credits.
What happened? Because it's like, you know how like you're watching a film, right? And it's like the tension is whether or not whatever plot the person has, they're going to get away with cleanly.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
It's like, you have this plot, you have this plan, you have this theory. If everything goes right, it should go off without a hitch.
Yeah.
And no problems. But of course, as you go to execute the plan, everything that could go wrong starts to go wrong. That was missing from this movie.
Oh.
And it made it very anticlimactic.
Okay.
There was no tension because it was one of those where everything that you want to go right goes right and it goes off without a hitch. And you're just like, that doesn't make it fun.
Yeah.
That doesn't make it fun.
There's no tension. Yeah.
There's no tension building up.
Yeah.
So that
when something does happen, that you get like, yes.
Right. It's like, oh, cool, great.
Yeah.
Because, you went through a whole lot to get here.
Yeah.
They didn't go through anything. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Great premise. Mm-hmm. Great premise. The movie is about, it's about a hitman.
What's it on? What's it streaming on?
Stars, if you have it.
Okay, no.
Stars, I think, I don't know. Because we watched it on Hulu, but we have Hulu Live TV and I have the Stars package on Hulu.
Okay.
So that's what we watched it on.
Okay.
But it's about a drug dealer who goes to an arts dealer to start washing his money. And he starts creating fake art to sell so that the money can be washed. Only thing is, the art starts to take off.
Before you even said it, I already knew where this was going. All of it, but then everybody started liking it.
Yes, the art starts to take off.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's about that whole thing because then, drug dealer, you don't really want.
That's not what you want.
That's not what you want.
That's not what you wanted. No.
So
you wanted to do something that would bring less attention. Yeah.
Yeah. So it becomes that. It's great because, again, a majority of this film is filmed in Jersey City.
Really?
A good chunk of this. Okay. A lot of it is filmed, again, at the Neptune Bakery. There is a store either downtown Jersey City or in Hoboken. That's the storefront that they use for her art gallery. And they film a lot of it down at the waterfront.
Oh, okay.
Over there by, what's that, Exchange Place? They film a lot of it over there by the water over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I like
so
that.
I'm, big Jersey. We're in Jersey right now.
Yeah.
So big Jersey. We're always good to see that.
Yeah, to see that and
to see the city. And then we just start because we did it when we were watching the film. We just start looking around. Where is that?
Where is that exactly?
Where
that's always
is
fun.
that?
That's always fun.
So that part was cool. Like the Neptune Bakery because I personally think that is a drug fuck anyway, because no one can explain to me why a bakery is open. A bakery. Why is a bakery 24/7?
Wow. Yeah, you're right.
Why is a bakery 24/7? Now I may cut this part out because I don't want any hot or unwanted attention.
No.
So I might, that part might get cut out.
Yeah.
But it's just something to think about. Something I thought about.
Wow.
As I grew older.
Yeah. I was like, why?
As a bakery, why are you open 24/7?
You're in there making the donuts.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
But again, that was a Sam Jackson film that he was Sam Jackson in that film, right? So, and even
who does he play in the film?
He plays the liaison between the hitman and the drug cartel.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And again, it's Uma Thurman. She was like, everyone was good in the movie. The plot just lacked tension.
Okay. Yeah, you would want that, and you would expect some sort of tension.
Yeah,
and it's not a comedy, is it?
Oh, there are comedic moments.
Oh, okay.
There are definitely, yes. Because I mean, it's Sam Jackson and Uma Thurman. Like it is definitely it definitely has comedic moments in it. I don't think it was intentionally a comedy, but there are definitely a whole bunch of moments that you will be hysterical laughing at in this film, especially because it's Joe Manganiello, right? Usually you see him, he's playing the rough, tough, aggressive person, and he is the hitman, but he is a hitman, but he's also the artist who's drawing the paintings.
Okay.
So he's like the hitman with a soft side. And that was just fun to see him in that light when you're used to seeing him like just super aggressive and just tough and always just ready to kill, like in a moment's notice. He has like, there's like an internal conflict. A killer, a hitman with an internal conflict.
Okay. Gotcha.
About being a hitman.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
So I definitely say watch it. I just lacks tension. Just be prepared for the lack of tension in this film.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you been watching Fallout?
I was going to bring that up. Yeah, I was going to ask you. I was going to ask you the same thing. Have you been watching? Yes, I have been watching it. What episode are you up to?
Oh, I watched the whole thing.
I'm not. I'm on episode. I'm halfway through.
Oh yeah, I watched the entire first season.
I'm halfway through. How'd you like it?
I'm
loving it. I'm loving it. So I'm kind of taking my time through it because of the fact that I'm enjoying it so much. Now the question I have for you is that because I'm not a gamer. You know,
I never played the game, and I think that's why I enjoy it so much.
Okay, so
because people who I've talked to who played the game don't care for the show at all.
Ah, see that, so that's what I always do. I usually ask somebody who's played the game.
Yeah.
So how do you compare it? That's the storyline in the movie to the actual game. I
didn't watch, so
but you've heard from gamers, people who
from people who have played the game, they don't really care for the show at all. I was like, well, luckily for me, I didn't play it because again, I'm not a big first person video game type of guy, and Fallout is a first person video game.
Okay.
Oh, first.
Yeah, I was going to say you had to explain to me what that means.
First person is right. Like, for example, it's best to do it the reverse. A third person is when you can see the character you're controlling on the screen.
Okay.
First person is where like you'll only see like hands.
Okay, got you. And that's what kind of game Fallout is?
Yeah, that's what kind of like you only see the person, like you only see your character's hands.
Okay.
And like nothing else really.
So and you're playing that person.
Yes, you're playing that person.
Okay. So it's like you're in the game, but you're doing the running, but you can't see what your character looks like. Gotcha.
Yes.
I understand. All right, I got it.
So like, I never really cared for those games. So I didn't play those games. But so in watching this series, I'm just like, oh, this is great. It did bring back some slight trauma when they came out with Nuka-Cola. It's an actual drink. It's an actual drink that briefly hit shelves
during the Fallout
during the video game franchise. It came out. And that was back when I was working in Target and electronics, and I had early access to those things because that was my job. So the Nuka-Cola came out and it like sold out instantly. But I myself put a couple bottles on the side for me not to drink because again I had nothing to do with the game. I knew nothing, but for the fact that I saw that they were selling for thousands of dollars on eBay and I wanted to cash in.
Did you get them?
I did. I bought 2 bottles.
Okay.
I ended up selling them for $30. Yeah.
You needed the money.
Yeah. I ended up selling them for $30. It didn't do what I thought it was. Yeah.
Okay.
It didn't do what I thought it was going to do. So when I saw the Nuka-Cola in the game, I was like, in the show, I was like,
because I was getting ready to say, now, had you held them to now, you might have done a little bit better with them.
You're probably right. I probably tried to sell it
too soon.
Way too soon.
Too soon. Yeah.
But I thought, the market was hot. Like we literally sold out within like minutes.
Really?
After Target opened. So I'm like, clearly
people were buying
it and people want this thing.
Yeah. And a lot of people were buying it as collectors.
Yes. So, I was just trying to, but it was fine.
Yeah. That's all right. You got $30.
I got $30 from it.
That was more than you paid.
Yeah, it was more than I paid for it. So I wasn't all that mad, but watching the show, again, I was loving it.
Yeah. I'm enjoying the show. I'm enjoying, again, because of the fact that I don't know anything about the game. I'm just enjoying it because of the ride. I love the Coogan's.
Yeah.
The ghoul.
He's honestly
really good.
He can do. He's one of those.
Good. No, he's
good in whatever you put him in.
Yeah. You never forget his face.
No, you don't.
You never forget his face.
You never don't.
Never.
Because after we finish talking about this, we can talk about it. I've restarted the Righteous Gemstones.
Oh, okay.
I've restarted the Righteous Gemstones.
Is he in that?
Yes, he is.
Who does he play? Oh, that's right.
Baby Billy Freeman. Baby Billy Freeman.
Baby Billy.
Baby Billy.
That's who. You know what? And I kept again. I guess that you never forget his face.
Yeah, you never
or his
forget
voice.
his face.
And I kept looking at him, and I kept saying, "All right. I know this. I know. I know." Okay, because there was just like the way he would hold his head or smile, and I was like, "Baby Billy."
Baby
Billy.
Okay,
got it.
Baby Billy. But yeah, man. Oh, just wait till you get to the end.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm telling you,
man.
You're really good. I'm kind of pissed I went through it so quickly, but it was way too good.
Yeah.
And if you give me all the episodes
at
my fingertips,
you're gonna watch it.
I am going to keep going.
I was watching them again. I'm like, all right, I'm watching that, and I was trying to. I felt myself speeding.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, let me pull back because I don't want to miss something. You know, I don't want to miss something just trying to get to the end, as I want to kind of like enjoy the story because I like the story and I was liking the act. I like the actors because like for me, if the characters don't grab me in the first 2 to 3 episodes, chances are I'm not gonna finish.
Yeah.
But the characters grabbed me from the beginning, and so I was like, okay, all right, I can watch this. This is good. And they had so many good performances, so I was like, okay, this is good. And then when his character, you know, the ghoul finally came out, I was like, all right, this is good.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is good. So I'm enjoying it. I haven't finished it yet, but that's on my radar to finish within the next day or so. Yeah, but I have been watching Fallout. Did you get a chance? Because I know we talked about it. Did you get a chance to watch? What was the movie? Show? It's on Netflix.
Baby Reindeer.
Baby Reindeer.
No, not yet.
Oh, okay. It's such a, and you know why I watched it? I watched it because it's like an 8 episode, and the episodes are short.
Okay.
They're like 40 minutes. So you could really do it like that. But again, it's the story is such a good, because again, you're looking at it, you're thinking it's just going to be a standard story. Guy meets an obsessive woman and she stalks him and and they're playing that cat and mouse stalking game.
Yeah.
And then it does this in like episode 4. And I can even give you the episode because again, in episode 4, it does this incredibly crazy shift, and you're sitting there like, you kind of like feel it coming, but you don't really know to what degree it's going to be. And then when it shifts, you're sitting there like, what the actual?
What the heck am I watching?
Yeah. The heck is what? Wait! You're sitting there like, I was sitting there like, where did this come from? And it takes this really crazy, dramatic shift, and some of the most incredibly cringy moments since You start happening.
Oh.
And you, because we talked about that.
Yeah.
That was cringy, but some of the most incredible. But when you figure out, this is the only series I've ever seen that came with like a warning that if any of these scenes that you're about to see triggers you, then you should call blah blah. Then they give you they literally give you a website or a number to call because I can see people watching it and being,
oh, that's the first time you've seen that?
huh?
You know how many series I watched that end
yeah.
where the episodes end with a number to call if anything in that episode
Triggered you?
you?
And maybe this is the first time I've paid attention because I could maybe I've seen it, but this is the first time I paid attention because in the process of watching it, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking to myself, this could be real triggering for people. And then they show the thing at the end, and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, at least they give you a number to call because I could really see this having an effect on people. And I think I had even looked on online, and some people were saying, yeah, this affected me. Some people were saying that they did call. they did really.
Yeah. They should put that out even instead of after the episode.
Yeah.
Let people know
in the beginning
that this may be triggering to some folks because of this.
Yeah. You say that, but I think you need to be a little bit more forthcoming with that knowledge, because again, most people say, it's not gonna bother me, and you sit there watching. Now you're sitting over in the corner.
You sitting in the corner. It really bothered you, but
you sitting in the corner you're sitting in the corner twitching.
I guess you couldn't, because you don't want to. You want those who maybe it won't trigger to not be spoiled.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to spoil it for those who may be able to just watch it and be okay.
Yeah.
But for those other folks, you might have to just.
Yeah. It was one of, and again, like I said, maybe this was one of the first time I think I've seen cringy stuff. I mean, I've seen other shows with cringy stuff. I watched You for how many seasons did that?
I mean, 4 in total,
and then they're doing another one.
Yeah, which doesn't make sense.
Makes absolutely no sense.
Because I remember.
Yeah.
I remember the promotions
saying that this was the
last season was the final season of You.
Yeah.
And now apparently we're getting the final season of You.
Yeah, no.
Somebody's lying, and it's not me. And they're gonna try to Mandela affect us, and I shall not be Mandela affected. Because I remember, speaking of the Mandela effect, Sinbad really out here lying, saying he never did a Shazam movie. Kazam?
Who said that?
Sinbad.
He said he never did that movie?
He never did that movie. That movie didn't exist. It's something we made up, that the only one that existed was the one that Shaq did. I'm like, bro, no. You did Kazam. You did Kazam too.
You did Kazam. Yes, it was you, Sinbad.
And somebody found an actual VHS. Somebody pulled up a VHS and nah, fam, that's Photoshop. No, it is not.
Dude, that's you. That was you.
No. You did that film.
I'm trying to remember, did I even watch it?
I know I did.
I think I did, because again, I was a Sinbad fan, and I was thinking that this was going to be his entry into the movie, blah, blah, blah. After that, I was like, no.
Maybe that's why he trying to, make it seem like that movie never happened. But no.
Did you have an aneurysm or something? Because that was you.
Yeah, I can't stand when shows do that. That's they did that with Power too. Mm-hmm. And the first Power book 1, I guess is what it's called now. There is a scene. Mm-hmm. It's a really iconic scene. Mm-hmm. The character Ghost. Mm-hmm. This is shortly after he had a wife, right? Mm-hmm. But he also met his childhood sweetheart.
Okay.
He falls back in love with his childhood sweetheart, divorces his wife, gets with his childhood sweetheart. But his of course his ex-wife is around, because one, he's in the drug game. So he kind of needs to keep her close so she don't sink him and everything. But they have it's a very tumultuous relationship between the two of them. So she dies.
Who, the wife?
No, his childhood sweetheart gets killed.
Oh, okay.
Right, by his best friend and partner in the drug game. I'm telling you, Power Book 1 was great. All around great series. So she dies, right? And so his ex-wife comes to him and they're talking. And he looks at her and she's just still going at him. He looks at her in the face and says, his ex-wife looks her in the face and says, have some compassion. I just lost the love of my life.
Was she black?
Yes. Wait, who? The love of his life? His ex-wife?
No, the ex-wife.
Yeah, the ex-wife was black.
Okay. Now, mind you, he left her.
He
divorced her. To marry the one who he said who is his childhood sweetheart.
Childhood sweetheart.
And now he's going and he's going back to her. He expects her to have compassion.
He said, have some compassion. I just lost the love of my life. You know, they are trying to say that scene never happened, like it wasn't imprinted in my brain.
Okay. All righty.
I'm like, bro, that scene, it's imprinted in my brain.
Why are they trying to say that scene never happened?
I don't know. They're trying to say it's a Mandela effect thing.
Oh.
They're trying to say it's a Mandela effect that scene never happened. I said no.
Now,
of course, the only way to prove that would be to have the scene.
Yeah, you would have to go back and
at the time you wouldn't think that this is, something that would be up for debate. So nobody has that because, of course, if you look at the DVD, it's not there. And when they replay the episode that we remember, it's not there either.
They've taken it out for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, bro, you're not gonna tell me that we imagined him saying one of the greatest lines in TV ever.
Oh goodness. And maybe they were able to get rid of it because of the fact that she didn't kill him when he said that. What? Just like, compassion.
Have some compassion. I just lost. But then again, their relationship was always difficult anyway, because later, I don't know if it was the same episode or like the following episode, he's like yelling at her in the kitchen and he's like up in her face and then he poke her in her forehead. That poke in the forehead, it's the top 5 funniest scenes in that entire, because he's smooth, just stop playing with me and like just jab her in her forehead and like her head just joked back. Man, no more good. I was no more good after watching that. I'm telling you, that show had just some great scenes in it. Wow. All around great scenes. But they trying to
say it didn't happen.
It didn't happen. The poke happened, but they trying to say that scene.
That's interesting. That's interesting. I'm just kind of curious. I to date have not watched it, but I'm just trying to figure out why they would be trying to,
I don't know, man,
to discredit or say that scene didn't happen. Did they bring her back or in a greater capacity or?
No, she never left. She never left the scene. Like she never left the series. She survived all the way to the end. Like she never became a lesser character once they divorced. The divorce just added more drama to the series as a whole.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, it was crazy. Also, while we're on the subject, I just want to give a shout out to 50 Cent and the start of his his studio, his film studio.
Really? No, I hadn't heard that. I missed that.
He bought and built. I don't know what the square footage is, but he has his own now space to film.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, so he's gotten the bug, and he wants to make movies now.
Well, no, he's always been like the Power series has just been like always been like stepping stone one for him as to what he wants to do. He's definitely always made it clear he's got bigger plans, and now that he has his own film studio, he can do just that.
He can do it.
Yeah, good. I have kind of seen funny memes that like black people, man, gotta love them. Because they were saying congratulations to the male Tyler Perry.
You know what? I was thinking this.
And I'm like, but
that's sad. Sorry, y'all.
It's funny.
I was kind of
like I was dying because I'm like, bro, the male Tyler Perry, like Tyler Perry, not a whole man.
Y'all gotta get off Tyler. Get off Tyler.
No, they're not. I don't think they ever will. I don't think they ever will. As long as we got Medea, I don't think that's going anywhere anytime soon.
You know what? Again, and me and my wife talk about that all the time, and I always say that I was like, you know what? They're gonna get off when you start pulling that kind of money that Tyler's pulling, and you start getting that kind of power that he's getting. Yeah. It's like, all right, then we can, then we can talk. But until then, it's like, come on. It sounds not you per se, but it just sounds like, you're hating, It's like, okay. All right.
Uncle Greg, we as a people, it's one of our greatest strengths.
What?
we as black hating.
Oh yeah,
It's one. It's a superpower if I've ever seen one.
Cause remember on the Chappelle show, they made a whole thing around around the hater society.
Hater society. Play hater society. Play hater society. It's a thing.
It's a thing. I'm sorry.
It's a thing.
It's a thing.
We black people
tell the truth and shame the devil.
Like it is a superpower.
It is a superpower. Yeah.
Two things black people have as a superpower. We're gonna say three. One, the ability to come together whenever the moment requires it.
Yes. Yeah.
To put all of our differences aside and say, no, you are the bigger threat. Yeah. We're gonna all get together and jump you. Two, the ability, and some might say it comes from trauma, but I don't care. The ability to make lighthearted comedy out of the worst situation ever.
Yeah.
And our ability to come together as a collective and hate on any and every one.
Now I'm thinking. Now I got the Chappelle thing playing in my head, dude, like the player hater society.
Oh, no, that I might have to go watch that because Dave Chappelle, when they all tried to jump him, and he himself just went down the line. Man, oh man, that is pure comedy.
Pure comedy, man. It is
pure comedy.
Yes. The part, and even they went back in time.
Yes,
to hate on people. I was like, who thinks it's crazy? Yeah, and then I'm thinking like, yeah, we do that.
Yeah, we do that.
Yeah,
we do that because I remember the Twitter thread to if we were alive, like if we were, because it was when the bill for against slavery was up for a revote. Mm-hmm. Black Twitter was just like, it became a hashtag if we go back to slavery. Mm-hmm. It was just like, nah, it's not gonna go the same way.
Nah,
promise you, it's not gonna go the same way.
Promise.
And just the jokes and memes that came from that, bro, just pure hilarity. Pure hilarity,
man. Yeah.
It's crazy. Last thing I want to talk about before we get out of here, right? Because we've been here for an hour and it don't even feel like it. Feel like we've been talking for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
The movie Civil War. Have you seen the trailer for it?
I saw the trailer for it. I have not seen it.
Neither have I. I really want to go see it.
I kind of want to go see it now.
From the trailer, I wanted to go see this film. Mm-hmm. There is a strong part of me that feels like I should not go see this film. Given just the...
There's some really... I've heard about...
Just given the despair I already feel about the state of the world, I'm telling you, I used to enjoy life. Mm-hmm. I used to enjoy life. Mm-hmm. I used to be happy. I used to have such great optimism about just life in general and about the possibilities for the future. Mm-hmm. And then I got a job working for the news.
Yeah.
And when I tell you all of that optimism and hope and joy for just life... gone.
It sucks it right out of you.
Gone.
I tell people all the time, if you're a person who watches the news a lot, every so often you need to do a detox. You got to do a detox. You got to turn off the news and just find the most outlandish and hilarious crap, crazy crap that you could watch. And then just do a detox. I mean, when I say detox, I mean turn it off. Do not look at it, especially on a day when something crazy might have happened. Don't. I said because again, that's what they're going to talk about all day long. Day long.
I know that.
Yeah.
Because when something crazy happened, my day just get a whole lot longer.
Are you kidding? I can imagine.
We were at work when Israel dropped bombs on Iran.
Yeah.
I was at work at night. Mm-hmm. They were like, we were at the last show. Mm-hmm. We were getting ready for the last show of the night. One more hour, 11 to 12. We about to go home. At 11:15, the manager came out and said, hey, y'all, we on till 2 a.m. Buckle up. We here till 2.
And I can imagine because you weren't there. You weren't working today when like last, I think it was Friday when the guy set himself on fire.
Yes, I was there.
You was at work?
I was there. Luckily, They just briefly talked about it and just moved on. It wasn't like long breaking news. So they just briefly talked about it and moved on.
Okay.
But I said all that to say that is part of why I feel like I shouldn't go see Civil War.
Yeah.
Because I've read that people going to see this movie left uncomfortable. And I'm like, you are uncomfortable because you are watching this film realizing that we are not far from this movie.
Happening. No.
And we are not far from that film becoming reality.
They've already...
which is why people...
Yeah.
This is where I leave you. This is... What's the one with Ethan Hawke and Julia Roberts? That just came out on Netflix. And Mahershala Ali.
Oh, yeah. I can't think. The Obamas.
The Obama movie.
Yeah,
I'm like, we already discussed this.
Yes.
I'm like, what exactly were you telling us?
Yeah.
I'm like, are you just telling us to get ready?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Cool, no problem. We can do that. I will begin to do just that. Cool, but like even seeing this war, I'm like, bro, this is just a further step letting us know this is where we are headed.
This could happen. And again, you sit there and you're watching the movie and you're like, woof, 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 woof. Oh, those writers and those directors, they have such a great imagination. And then you go home and turn on the news and you're like, oh my God.
Oh my God. They're not.
You're like, oh my God.
You turn on the news and you realize it's
it's art
imitating life and not life imitating art.
And you realize just how close.
Just how close.
Just how close.
Just how close we actually are to those movies becoming. If we're being honest about it, Fallout.
Yeah.
We are close to that becoming reality as well. Like, what are we talking about here?
Yes.
I was scrolling through Twitter today and saw a simulation of what dropping bombs on an unidentified country, I'm not going to say here, would look like. And I'm like, fam, this is where we at.
Yeah.
I remember when our biggest problem was the fact that cows were really angry. And somebody pissed off the cows and they got mad and it was a disease.
Oh, the
mad cow disease. When somebody just pissed off the cows and they got real angry. And then I remember when our biggest problem was they was trying to kill Popeye with spinach.
Go ahead.
Because if you ate the spinach, you was going to get E. coli. And everybody was like, stay away from the green vegetables because if you eat that, you're going to get E. coli. And stay away from the beef because you're going to get mad cow disease. I remember when those were our biggest problems. Now, everything I watch on TV is a real possibility. You know, it blew my mind when I'm watching The Last of Us and I find out from a scientist who watched The Last of Us that the germ disease that springboarded the mutants and all of that stuff in The Last of Us actually exists in the real world today.
Wow.
Like that fungus that started The Last of Us,
and like you said,
really exists.
Art imitating. I mean, art imitating life.
Yes,
it's like you in the back of your head now. You see stuff now. You're looking at it and you're thinking, could that happen? And then you start hearing underground stuff, and you're like, oh, somebody will say, yeah, that could really happen.
And some of it is already happening.
Some of it is already happening somewhere.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, just make me sad. Like, how am I supposed to enjoy life?
Yeah, knowing that.
You know it's crazy, right? When the United States government told the world that aliens exist, and not a single person cared. You made it public that aliens exist, giving photo and video evidence, and not a single person cared. Why? Because we have bigger things to worry about than aliens.
Yes. And I was even thinking, everybody was doing all these great predictions and craziness about the eclipse that we just had.
Yes.
Only to have it go and nobody blinked an eye. Nobody literally blinked an eye. Nobody, it did not change
a thing.
A thing. Because like you said, we've got bigger fish.
We got bigger fish to fry. Title of the episode right there. Boom.
We've got bigger fish.
Got bigger fish to fry.
So again, you go see these movies and you'll watch this stuff on and again you got to take it with a grain. You got to take it with a grain of salt. You got to really, maybe not let it govern how you function on a day-to-day level, but you want to start considering some stuff.
Yeah.
How many times have we heard in the last, I know maybe not you, but I know I myself, even in the last 3 or 4 years, have heard about the possibility of there being a civil war and states seceding from the nation, seceding from the nation, separating themselves from the nation. And I'm like, how did that didn't work the last time it happened? Why would you want to do that? But again, you got a whole lot of other people who think they're smarter than the people who tried it before. And so they're thinking like, oh no, this time
we're going to get it right.
We're going to make it work.
We're going to get it right.
We're going to make it work.
This time we got foolproof.
Yeah.
Foolproof plan.
Yeah. We got a plan. And
this plan going to come with some tension.
Yeah. It's crazy. So I'm like you. I saw the movie and I heard people talking about it and I read some things about it and I'm thinking, do I really want to see that?
Do I really?
Yeah.
Do I really
want to see that? And then it was like, I don't know, because it's like, when you think about it in context of world politics and what's going on in the world today, you're like, yeah, you come out thinking like, hey, that could happen.
That could happen. And like, and it's different from like, right, you think, yes, that can happen. Mm-hmm. And then you just start to realize just how close we are to it happening. Like we used to be like, oh, that is a definite possibility, but we are nowhere near what like that actually becoming a thing. Man, we are so close.
2024. I keep telling people that 2024 is going to be a very interesting year.
Very interesting year, man.
It's going to be
depending on how this Trump trial go and how the election.
Yep.
The Trump trial and the election.
Yep.
Is going to determine just the state,
the trajectory
of the U.S.
of the United States. That's going to determine it all.
All right, let me go get my gun license.
Yeah. Huh?
So let me go get my gun license.
But dude,
let me rewatch Home Alone.
Yeah.
Set some Home Alone traps.
Yeah. Dude. Yeah. Oh well. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You might want to edit that part out.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. You're probably right. Yeah. I got some work to do. Okay. Got a couple things I gotta get on out of there. But yeah, this is fun. We are back.
Yeah.
We are back. We are back. And we are ready.
Yeah.
Hotter than ever.
Hope you like the new set.
Yes. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you think.
Yes.
And until the next one, we out.
We out.